Hello, everyone, and welcome to My Elevated Lifestyle. I am your host, Amy Griffith, and in this podcast, we talk all things business, social media, mindset, energy, spirituality, all the things. All the things, health, wellness, everything. In today's episode, I'm very excited about this one because I'm actually going to be going through your guys' questions on Instagram that you asked me yesterday, and I'm just gonna go through these. I'm not super prepared, but I feel like that's the best way to do a Q&A is when it's just kind of at the top of my mind, and we can just kind of go into little chats about, all the things that you guys want to know just in general. So I don't really know where this episode is going to go yet, but we're going to find out. I want to give you guys an update on my book that I mentioned I was reading last time, Awaken Your Highest Self by Danny Morell. And I'm almost done, so obviously it's good. I've been chewing through it. It will stir up some things for you, for sure. It really digs in. I feel like on a personal growth journey, if you guys are kind of like me, where you get started in entrepreneurship, I am in the space of network marketing. I have been for the past 7 years. And I feel like when you start, it begins with like business trainings, right? Motivational things to get you excited and hype. And those are great. Like that did me real good when I was getting started. Like I didn't need to go deep. I just need to get inspired to work. Like I just need to get the energy up and all that good stuff. And that is always going to be helpful, of course. And then I feel like you start to learn to go a little bit deeper. You start to really learn yourself and your patterns, and you kind of start to evolve more as a person in just your day-to-day and how you live your life and how you think. You start to become more self-aware. And then there's like going deep into your past, going deep into childhood or past relationships with whether it's friends or partners or your parents, and like all these different things. And anyway, this is what this book really goes into, is like really digging up these sorts of energies that are actually stored within your body just by default, by how we're born and raised into society. It goes into all, you got to get the book to go into it to really understand the full story, but it's really, really interesting. And it explains a lot. It explains a lot of why we are the way we are, and kind of shows you patterns of your life of how you are molded and shaped to be who you are. So if you struggle with things like growing your business and your finances, your money mindset, in relationships, just your love life in whatever way, health and wellness with food and your relationship with food, all of those kind of key human things that we typically struggle the most with, it really digs deep into patterns and habits that are engraved into ourselves, which is why we are the way we are now. But then I'm really getting into the part now where you heal those things and start to essentially change your story and start to remove those energies, relieve them out of your body so you can make space for creating the life that you want. So it's just a lot more deep. So it is kind of shaking me a little bit because I usually don't go too deep. I don't really want to go too in there all of the time because it is a lot. Like it gets you thinking, it gets you tapped in, it really does move things in you, but that just goes to show that it's working. So it's been an interesting few days of reading this book, but it's incredible. I highly recommend it. It's been great. So if you are looking for, just something to go dive a little bit deeper, that is what I would recommend. Okay, so let's get into the topics. I'm going to go through your guys' questions. First and foremost, let's begin here. Someone asked, what trips are you taking this year? So I did Maui, which was our leadership company trip. So that was a paid for trip with my company in the network marketing space. That was incredible. That was a trip that I had on my vision board for a long time. So it was really amazing to be able to attend that and just start the year off in literally, like, I believe one of the most magical places on earth. It was so incredible. And there was that. And then I haven't gone too far the last 2 months. This, honestly, a lot of years, I have a trip every single month. That's kind of like how I like it, at least once every second month. But this year is a little bit less because I'm getting married, so there's just extra, obviously, expenses for that, but also just, I don't know, I feel like I want to leave more space for spontaneous travel. I feel like things are going to start to kind of come up to fill up that time rather than pre-planning everything. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But anyway, I am starting to travel again in the next just over a week. I'm going to be going to Las Vegas for my company conference. Cannot wait. That's going to be so good. And then Australia for 2 weeks after that. So I work with a lot of girls who live in Australia. And one of my closest friends who was in Vancouver at the time when I was also living there, she moved over to Australia for about 6 months. So I'm going to go there and stay with her and her husband. And I literally can't wait. I can't wait to just do regular routines, have our greens, get a little coffee, go for a walk, go to Pilates, work. We're in the same business together. Like, I can't wait just to do what I do every single day in Australia. Like, you know, the girls who get it will get it. I just can't wait to do the basic things. Like, I don't want to go sightseeing or tour or do anything crazy. I just want to exist in Australia, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to fall in love with it. So let's see if I come home and be like, we need to move there. Alex, my fiance, is Australian, so maybe he'll be down. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that is April, May, June. I feel like there's something in there, but I can't put my finger on it, or nothing yet. We'll see. July is my wedding. That's on Vancouver Island, so not super far trip. We're probably going to do just a big road trip there and just literally live our best island life in the trees, hidden in the jungle. I'll do more wedding style episodes if you guys want that. Are we into that? Or maybe more content on my Instagram of the wedding? Obviously, once it's closer, because I feel like before you're really there, there's not much to show. I feel like after there'll be more to show. I don't know, but I'll obviously show you guys everything as it's happening, as when we're there in July. And then there's a big conference here at the end of July, so we'll just be in my city. Then August, September. Don't know. I feel like there's something in there as well. Can't place my finger on it. October, Dominican Republic is a trip that I'm working to earn right now. I'm very close to earning it. Super excited about that. Haven't been to DR yet, so very excited to go experience that. That'll be a new place for me, and Australia is also a new location. I haven't been there yet, so very excited. I love going to new spots, like new locations. It just has an energy around it. It's very exciting. Well, I also love going back to places that I love to travel to, of course. There's something so thrilling about, you know, a new place to check off your bucket list. And then that's October. I'm also going to LA in October as well, which I'll give more details on that soon. Going there with my mom. So excited. Can't wait. Haven't been to LA in a hot minute, like right in Hollywood. It's been a hot minute, so I'm really, really excited to go there. And then November, December, we'll see. We'll see what Christmas time is going to have in store. I'm like, do we go on a honeymoon at that time? Do we go somewhere crazy? Do we stay at home? Like, I don't know. I haven't planned that far in advance, so we'll see. I'm excited to see the spontaneous things that I'm just open to receiving, where my path is going to take me this year, travel-wise. Can't wait. Okay, where am I on this? Okay, someone asked, if you lost both your IG and Facebook for 10 plus years that have been your bread and butter for your network marketing business. Oh, it's split in two. Oh, where is it? Oh, how would you go about rebuilding? For 10 years that have been. Okay, so essentially the question is, if I lost my social media today, the social media I've had for the longest time, like the social media that I build my business on the most, how would I go about rebuilding my business? I don't think about this often, but I have definitely thought about this, like, what if, because sometimes Instagram does just stop for the day, and I never really panic about that because I know it's going to come back. I think I just have this trust now that even if something happens to a social media platform, TikTok shuts down, something new is going to pop up literally by the end of the same day. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like I trust so much in my ability to adapt and change and adapt to new things and move and shift as the world does. Like I always say, the only constant in life is change. So I am I have no control over any social media. None of us own our social media. That is so out of our hands. Like, we have so much trust in it because it doesn't really go anywhere. Like, it continues to grow and be there, and does what it does for us and our businesses and to connect and everything. But it's not ours. And I'm just so aware of that. So if that was to poof be gone, and Facebook and Instagram, I'm sure that would shake me. And I know I have friends who build their entire business on social media who lose their account for weeks at a time, even months at a time, that come back and are like, damn, like, that was so crazy for whatever reason. This is why I have it verified, to protect my identity and things like that. I think there's things that you can do to support that if we're talking very realistically. But I just know that I can take my skill sets and put them kind of on any app or anywhere. Like, there would be something new that I could utilize. Maybe I'd go on to LinkedIn. Maybe I would, I don't know, is Twitter a thing? Like, I don't know. I'd start to look into those things and be like, hey, where else can I go? Or make a new account. If that is an option that I get in this question, I'd rebuild, and like, that wouldn't be the best thing ever, but it's also not the worst thing ever. Like, we just don't have control over those things. So I don't have any stress, or I wouldn't have any worry about it. I'm sure if it were to happen, of course, it would shake me up a little bit at first, of course, because it would be a change, or I'd be frustrated and want to know what happened and everything. But at the end of the day, it's like, you just got to get up and keep on moving on and use it as a lesson learned. Like, use it as a part of your story. And yeah, I would just go start a new account, start on new apps, and I'd start to build. I'd start to create. I'd start to post. Maybe I'd be pumping out more podcast episodes. Maybe I'd go on YouTube a lot more and continue to do what I've always done, just building and talking and sharing and building my business. Like, I would just continue to do the same things anyways, just in a new space, and go from there. I'd say that would be my answer. What changed your results the most in network marketing on Instagram? Content or conversations? So, conversations are always going to be like the main thing. If I was just posting content but not talking to anyone, I really don't think I would be where I am today. It's because of my one-on-one conversations, on terms of with prospects, with potential clients, with current clients, with my team currently, with like everything. That back and forth one-on-one conversation is the moving, it's the moving piece. That's where you can ask questions. That's where you can get to know someone. That's where you can book a call. That's where you can sell. That's where everything happens. Content is just a lead generation tool, which is important as well. Lead generation, creativity lets people in. It gives people an eye into my life and into my business, which of course is going to help me grow my business, but it doesn't do the close. It doesn't secure the sale. Do you know what I mean? It can sometimes. Don't get me wrong. There are people who, just through their posting and don't have to talk to anyone. And if you have that level of influence and if you've built that kind of brand, incredible. But I also know, especially in the network marketing space, the beauty of it is that anyone can do it. So I know I can teach my team, of course, content creation and how to build that personal brand for yourself. So important, so helpful. But also, even if people don't want to do that, I can still teach people how to have a conversation and how to actually sell something, or how to actually connect and build that with someone so that it can help you build your business. So yeah, both are really, really important. But if it's just content, no conversations, you're going to be struggling. You're going to feel like you're doing a whole lot of work for nothing, because just pumping out content with nothing else happening, I wouldn't like it. Like, I post and create and share content so I can build an income and a business. And of course, it's fun as well, but it's not, I probably wouldn't just do it for fun. Personally, that's just for me, right? I like to be off my phone. I like to be offline. I like that this is my job. Like, I like that. It sits well with me. Anyway, what am I even talking about? Yeah, conversations, content, both very, very important. I'd have a really nice balance of both if you are wanting to build your business and your brand on social media. I post pretty much every single day. I love to switch it up. I love to have fun with it. I love to dig into it so I can connect more with people, generate more leads. Like, it's such a great tool. You might as well use it. It's a free advertising tool, right? How's wedding planning going? Really good. Our wedding, I don't know if I've really talked about it with you guys, but I don't think I have. I've talked about it with a lot of other people, so I'm like, have we talked about it? Like you and I on the podcast? No, I don't think so. So we rented an Airbnb house. It's a big beach house. It's on a cliff in the trees. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get to. I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, because people are flying. There's not a whole lot of people. I think there's like 45 people coming. There might actually be less. And small, it's really, really small. And it's just in the middle of nowhere. It is in the middle of nowhere, deep in the trees, deep in the forest. And it is, yeah, it's right on the ocean. And it's just like, it's not a mansion. It's not fancy at all. It's just like a big ass house. And people are just staying in the little Airbnbs or around. And we're just going to be there for a whole week and have a wedding in the middle of the week. And it was literally the 1 week open in the summer that this house had all the dates available. I just said, Kate, we're going to book for those dates. And yeah, I feel like we have the venue, you can call it. We have the Airbnb. We have invites sent. We kind of know who's coming. We have catering. I have my dress. It's arriving next month. So that's so fun. And then it's just like little fine details, I think, little tiny things, but it's not going to be super, like, there's not going to be a huge schedule. I do have a photographer and I do have a bit of an itinerary just for like the week of little hikes or beach days that we're going to be doing. It's just going to be very us. I don't know. Like, yeah, the hike, the beach day, the brunch at little cafes just in the forest, in the trees. I'm like, that's just perfect. Like, I feel like we're just going to be doing what Alex and I really love to do when we go on trips or when we're just hanging out together or go out with our friends somewhere. It's like we love to chill in nature in the sun. And like we're so content with that, with a good party at night. It's like it's just going to be super chill like that. So I'm really, really excited about that. But yeah, it feels like it's all coming together now, and like it's 3 months away, which is like crazy, crazy. But yeah, as I get asked that question, my mind's like, oh no, you still need to do this. But I know that it's really all going to come together probably the week before, the week or two before. I'll just make sure everything's secured and gathered and good to go. I'm more so, I'll start to get a little bit in my head about details and things. Oh, should I have this? Oh, should I, people will give me their opinions as to what I should have or to make sure I do this and that. And I do take their advice and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. But then when I sit with it, I'm like, wait, I don't really need to do that. I don't really want to do that. I don't need to do that. I just don't care. I know I'm going to get there. And when I'm there, I put myself in the present moment of what am I going to care about once I'm there. I want to look good. I want to look fantastic. I'm going to look fantastic. I want to have photographer going around, capturing everything. And I just want to enjoy my time. I don't care about the flowers. I don't care about decor. Didn't really care about tables and chairs, but like people need to sit somewhere, so I did get those. But like just so much of it, I just was like, I don't really care. Just make sure it's a fun, good time. People are fed and thriving and feel like they can just enjoy their time there, because I just want to enjoy my time there. So I want my guests to feel that same level of let's just enjoy celebrating love and life and happiness. Okay. Tell us about the best incentive trip so far and talk about why. So within my company in the network marketing space, we're able to earn these brand incentive trips. Incredible, obsessed, love them. I'm about to earn my 10th one, so it's been a tremendous amount of trips and holidays and things that are hosted by the company, which is incredible. It's hard because every single trip has been like similar but so incredibly different in their own ways. And I think because it's every year, some have been every 2 years, like it's just, I'm so different as a person with every trip that I went on. And yeah, it's just interesting. I loved Costa Rica. Like if I just think of what really comes to my mind, Costa Rica, it was just a really magical place. It was rainforest. We went into these hot springs and had clay mud shower exfoliation baths and saunas, and it was like, I just love that kind of stuff. It was so relaxing. It was so beautiful. There was monkeys everywhere crawling into your room. Like it was just cool. It was a really, really cool trip. Nothing wild, happened. It wasn't crazy or anything. It was just very calm. I really loved that one. I also really loved the first one I ever actually got to go on. So as I was earning my first trips, it was during the pandemic time because I started my business in 2019. So by the time I earned my first trip, it was 2020. So they do like a payout if you can't go because of who would have thought, circumstances would be the way that they were. We got a payout for those trips, which is very generous and great. And then that kind of kept happening because we still couldn't travel. But there was one year where you were allowed to travel, but they weren't going to do a whole thing. And there was all these tests and like mandatory things you had to go through to travel. But we were so determined to go on this trip. So it was me and one of my best friends and our partners. And it was just us four. And we went on this trip to the Bahamas. The whole entire resort was like so quiet. No one else was there really. And we just had the best time. We took over that resort. It was ours, Atlantis in Bahamas. Like, come on. Like, us just running around that by ourselves. It was so untraditional and it was so a very unique experience. So even though the company wasn't there with us and we wanted to go and do that for ourselves, it was really, really fun. Can't say that, obviously we don't want that to happen again, but once in a lifetime experience, I'll tell you that. Okay. Someone asked, how do I restart my business? Been in and out for 5 years and really want to take it seriously. I did answer this one on my Instagram story because it was just really easy to answer, but the answer is in your question. And I know a lot of you guys feel like this. You're like, I've been in and out for years. You can't be in and out. You can't be in and out. In and out isn't, okay, this is where we tap into the coaching mentor, tough love part, you guys. In and out doesn't build a business. A CEO doesn't start a business and then step out. There's no out. You can't step out. Like as soon as you step in and you are fully decided to be all in, that's when things happen. And I know that's probably annoying for lots of you to hear because you've heard it from your mentors, you've heard it on podcasts, you hear people say it, but it's like it's being said so much because it is true. It doesn't mean you have to be 110% every single day, but it means that you are so committed. You are so rock solid there, concrete in your business and what you're deciding to build. It's not going to look perfect, but it's a daily decision that you are in and you are building that, and it really matters to you, and there's a reason behind it. Like there just needs to be more foundation. I feel like people who are in and out of their business, it's not, the firm decision really isn't there, or maybe it was there, but you aren't making it every single day. Like, especially when I first started, where now, obviously it's been 7 years, the consistency's been there, the foundation has been there, all these things. It would be harder for me not to work my business because it's so engraved, like it's just so natural, it's just a part of my life. When it wasn't and it was new, it was creating this like declaration to myself and to my future self, this promise to my future self of, this is where we're going. Like, this is what we're doing now, putting it at the same level of importance as my jobs. I would never not show up to work. Maybe that's different for some of you guys, but I would never not show up to work. That was not an option. Like, I would have gotten fired or I would have been in trouble and I wouldn't have gotten paid. Like, I couldn't afford to not get paid for a shift, not going. I wouldn't have even thought. So your business needs to be the same level of importance. You have kids, you have a dog. Do you wake up and feed your dog every day without really questioning? Do you take care of your kids every day without really questioning? Like, are we in or are we out today? Like, no, it's an obvious default priority in your life. You don't even have to think about it. You just do. So your business needs to be at that same level. It's just something you do. It's a part of you. It's a priority in your life because you know the payoff of that. For some of you guys, you struggle with understanding the payoff. You think that there won't be one, so you step out. You start to trick your mind. You're not seeing the results that you want to get, so you step out and you step back. And that hurts your business because as soon as you step out and you step back, all the momentum you were building up, you've just said, never mind, don't actually want it. Like, when you guys can continue to pursue the vision and the goal, even when you're not seeing results, without stepping out, you actually lean. Okay, it's been about 2 seconds for you, but about 2 hours for me. Took a little break because the card got full. Don't even know what tangent I was going on, but I'm pretty sure I got my point across. You guys gotta be in. You gotta be all in. You gotta be consistent. You really gotta give your business the time and dedication that it deserves and that it needs to become a success, you know? Okay, let's see. What did the first month of building your business look like? It was a blur. Like, honestly, now and for the past few years, I have, a bit more of structure, a bit more of a system that I can kind of fall back onto. And like, that's really what a system is. It isn't what to base your business on, of like, I'm just doing what is on my to-do list today. That won't get you very far. I feel like that's going to cap you a lot of the time. The beautiful thing about entrepreneurship is that you get to, you know, see what you're made of and really go all in and really step into big actions and reaching your highest potential. Like, that's how momentum gets built. But and like, that's what I was doing at the beginning, was just, I didn't really know anything other than let's go. Like, okay, here's the compensation plan. I want to go to the top of this compensation plan. So I'm just going to start running. And I got into massive conversations. I was booking events. I was booking meetings with people. I was posting on social media. Like, I was just doing all of the things that all of you guys know how to do. I was just actually really doing them, where I think so many people will hear that and it's like, you think of all these questions. What do I post on social media? How do I say it? What do I say? Who do I talk to? Like, there's all these extra questions. I didn't really ask those questions. I just started doing it. Like, I feel like, and that's bad teaching on my end of like, how can I really explain it? But it's you literally just do it. Like, you guys know exactly what to do. You know how to build your business. You've been listening. If you've listened to my episodes before, you know exactly what to do. It's just being willing to be uncomfortable, being willing to embarrass yourself, being willing to put posts out that don't have any likes, that don't have people engaging, to be willing to get rejected, to be willing to go out on the long skinny branch, and it's really uncomfortable and it's really scary a lot of the time. But I don't know, I put my ego aside, and my vision was so much more important to me than what people might think, or of rejection, or of it not working out, because I knew that at the end of the day, like, my life is just going to stay exactly the same. If this fails, my life stays exactly as it is right now. So why not give it a try? Because if it works out, and if I stick with it, and if I go for it, my entire life can change, which it did. But it's just understanding and having that perspective of like, what is your worst case scenario? If your current reality is your worst case scenario, then you might as well like go all in, Okay, so yeah, it was just a blur. I was just doing all of my spare time, all of my downtime I spent on building my business, and it never felt like it was too much. I never felt overwhelmed with it. I loved it. I'd rather be building my business than watching Netflix. That's where I was at. And I think, like, if you guys struggle with that kind of feeling, you need a vision that you really, really care about. I think a lot of people think they have a vision they care about. They want this fancy life. They say they want this fancy life and these things, but they actually don't. They don't care about that. It's not motivating you. It's not inspiring you. Like, your vision should actually be something you really care about. If you don't care about living in a huge 10,000 square foot mansion, why is it on your vision board? If you don't care about cars, why is there even a car on your vision board? Like, actually dig in of what you truly want, and then your actual true vision of what you care about and what you're excited about, it's going to land for you, and you will work towards it because it's so engraved in you. Like, it's so important to you that you'll definitely be inspired to work. So maybe you just need to look at your vision and really think about what you truly want, Okay, let's see. How did you turn your network marketing business into a more personal brand surrounding social media / lifestyle? I think what we need to remember, you guys, when you are building your business of any kind, network marketing, whatever, any type of business on social media, whatever you post, whatever you put out there, you're designing your brand. So if you don't want, your dog, let's say, mine's chilling in a deep sleep right next to me right now, so we'll use him. If you don't want your dog to be your brand, you can still love your dog and still have your dog and hang out with your dog, but not have him or her as the highlight of your social media, unless that is your brand. There's a lot of brands out there where it is a dog brand. That is the influencer, that is the star of the show, and they make a lot of money and they do great, and that is the brand. So, but you can have a brand on social media and a presence on social media and have a dog, but no one knows really anything about your dog. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like this is a bad example, but I think sometimes we forget that everyone doesn't really know about our lives. They're only going to know what we decide to showcase for them, right? So during such a building phase in my network marketing business, of course, my business, my product is the highlight. It still is to this day in a lot of ways, because I love building it and sharing it, and I just love to continue to post about it the way that I do. It's very natural for me. It's part of my everyday. It's easy for me now. And it's just a part, and I'm still growing my business, so I'll always be sharing that. But I'm not, that shouldn't be the only thing that you're showing and showcasing on your social media. And you have to remember that people connect with things that they relate to. So if I'm only promoting my business and my brand and nothing else, then it's hard for people to connect with me. If that was the only thing they were seeing, then it would be hard for them to relate to me, to want to follow my page, because they just wouldn't see anything that they actually connect to. And especially, it's 2026 right now. In this world that we live in, social media is very overwhelming. It's very loud. There's a lot going on. So I think the authenticity is such a secret weapon right now, and it's such a superpower, and it letting people in, be more vulnerable and sharing in that way hits so much more these days rather than surface level. At one time, social media, was just photoshopped photos, and it's the most perfect photo, and that's really all that mattered, where now people actually want to feel something, not go on there and compare their bodies to a photoshopped fake one. People can tell, they can see right through it now. The AI, okay, they're kind of just, I don't want the fake stuff. I want to see things that are real. So yeah, showcasing those parts of you and your lifestyle. So I was very aware, even when I first started, but especially now as I have my business and I'm continuing to build it, I'm also wanting to expand in my realm and in my hobbies and things. And as I share that more, it connects me with more and different people who I align with in these different ways, if that makes sense. So the more of those extra things, the lifestyle things, makeup, hair, outfits, hobbies that I'm doing on the side, the acting, the baking, right? I'm sharing all sorts of things like that. I am sharing my dog. I'm sharing literally everything. I'm just really showcasing my lifestyle for you guys, and because I enjoy to do that, but I also know that it creates true connection. I would not want to be following or doing business with someone where I don't actually feel like I know them at all. I can't tell their personality. I can't tell, what they're into and things like that. Maybe I'll be interested, but I won't buy what they're selling, most likely. I'm not going to be being a part of their team. I'm not going to be, I don't know them. So people need to actually know who you are, know, like, and trust, right? They need to know you, they need to like you, they need to trust you. Then they do business with you. Then they become your client. That's how you do it. And that comes from showing different parts of your lifestyle. If it's all business, if it's all product, can't really do that. So I would say there should be a healthy balance. But of course, when you're in a push season and you're going and you're promoting and you're building up through that compensation plan and you're going for that promotion, yeah, it's going to be heavily, business things, product things, showing that journey. It's exciting for people. It's a season that you're in. So I love to also share just seasons that I'm in. Current season, I'm in a new house. I have a kitchen. I'm baking. I'm really vibing with that. I'm not in a crazy go, go, go season, though I love those seasons. And I'm going to be coming back into one coming up soon here, as we have a big conference around the corner, and it's going to be incredible. Like, I love to dive into those seasons as well, but it doesn't have to be like that all the time. It shouldn't be. I don't think it's possible to be at such a heightened level like that all of the time, right? So it's just going in and out with your seasons. It's sharing what you actually, who you are, what you love to do, knowing that will connect you with more people in those spaces. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's a great thing. And it just helps, like, the more I share my baking, the more it helps my business grow, because people are connecting with me, asking for the recipes, vibing with me on the sourdough journey that we're both, learning. Like, it's just a connection piece, and it's something I'm doing and I'm genuinely enjoying. I'm not doing it for content at all, but now it is, but it's just something that I'm doing, I don't know if this is making sense. You guys get the gist. You guys understand my brain going in all these directions, saying all of these things. Show what you love, show what you're up to, share your hobbies, let it connect you with your right people, and show your business and your products all at the same time. And it's just a beautiful harmony of amazing things that you're showing. Okay. Let's see. Oh, speaking of, do you have any other businessy things going on aside from your network marketing business? Like, what else is really going on? Well, I launched my 90-day journal, which is back here. That's like another thing I'd say. The podcast is a business as well. Those kind of go hand in hand. The acting's obviously more random, side quest. Not really, honestly. And you guys, I have business ideas like crazy in my brain that I think about and I go on about, but I'm just not in a season where I want to have all these different things going on. I always come back home to my business that I initially started with in the network marketing space, and it's my baby. It's what I love. I love my team. I love my clients. I love who I work with. It's low maintenance. It's so low maintenance, and I'm just enjoying that flexibility and freedom in my day. And who knows? I'm sure there'll be other businesses or ventures or things that I'm going to do in the future, for sure. But I'm really just enjoying what it is that I do and having little extra creative outlets and things like that, like this, or extra little links and whatnot. Oh, speaking of, that's another question here. Someone asked, I can't find it. Do you earn more from ShopMy or network marketing business? So ShopMy is like a little influencery shopping link. You can link kind of anything from any store on your ShopMy, and people can buy it and you'll earn a commission. I haven't earned anything from that. So people have shopped from it. It's brand new. I think I have like 7 things linked to my bio on that. And just because I do get questions a lot about the same things, these shelves are on there because as I was documenting me building them, everyone and their dog was asking where these shelves were from and really wanted them. So I linked that. People are buying these shelves, so that's great. So if there's anything like that I'm like on a journey with or really, really loving, I have one outfit on there that I love, that I wear all the time, that I have linked, like people will buy that. But no, it's not even comparable to a network marketing compensation plan. Not even close. And like in network marketing, you're paid repeat. Every single time your customer orders, every single time they reorder, all team sales continuously, so on and so forth. That's commissions, where on links like that, just single links for other brands, it's a very low commission and it's one-off. And they're usually not consumable items. They can be, but a lot of the times they're not, and customers are not going through your link over and over again to reorder. You're not getting paid as much at all. Very different. Let's see. What's your workout split? Currently, reformer Pilates. I found like a heated reformer Pilates studio out here that I enjoy so much. So I go 2-3 times a week. And then I've just been doing like 20-30 minutes of like a stretch and strength session. Downstairs we have a gym, so I have my treadmill. I typically walk for around an hour, like 10,000 steps almost every single day. That's just like my favorite just active movement in my day that makes me feel really, really good. And then I have been doing some weights or just doing like a little yoga stretch, kind of whatever feels good for me. I'll just play music or a podcast and I'll just move, or usually around 20 to 30 minutes. And yeah, I don't have like a plan that I do during that time. I don't have physique goals necessarily. I just love feeling really good in my body. I love staying active. I love moving. I love just feeling in my vibe. And yeah, so that's been really nice to kind of pair that with the treadmill time rather than just a walk. I've been mindfully being like, okay, I'm going to pick up some weights and do some different things. So that's been nice. And then Pilates is like kind of my consistent, actual, like hour-long workout. I'm sweating, dying after that. Like, it kills me. And it's so good. It's so good. Just a big Pilates girl. What do you eat in a day meal inspo? So I also did answer this one on my Instagram today. And for me, like my biggest thing, and I know I have some episodes on here of just like eating and my relationship with food and all that good stuff. I mean, it's very similar to my workouts. It's very intuitive. It's not structured. I'm not counting calories. I'm not tracking macros. I'm not tracking my protein. I just can't do it. I don't feel like I need to do it. I find I am so much better in my food and in my meals when I am just so intuitive with my body. So listening to when my body is hungry and eating then rather than just kind of random mindless boredom eating. Like I've gotten very in tune with that lately, which has been so game changing. I eat typically 3 meals a day. So I just had like half a bagel, a sourdough everything bagel with cottage cheese and about a quarter of an avocado and a protein shake. So very high protein meal, but nothing too crazy. And it was just what I was craving and what I was wanting. And then usually around dinner, it's a protein and then a veg. So like roasted chicken with some rice and a chopped Greek salad or something, or roasted veg, like root vegetables and a steak or whatever. Like we'll just do like a protein, then a veg and kind of anything else alongside that we want. Or we'll do a pasta, we'll make burgers. Like I love pasta and burgers. It's the best things ever. But I don't really track or have a bit of a plan. It's very, Alex and I will wake up in the morning, okay, what do we want for dinner tonight? So we can kind of pull the meat out from the freezer to thaw and then thaw. I always get this mixed up. I don't know which one is the other, to de-thaw or to thaw. I can never remember. Anyways, irrelevant. And yeah, and then I'll usually have like sourdough, eggs, and avocado, oatmeal or yogurt with protein, a protein shake. Just clean, whole foods, like very much so mindful to have the good whole foods. Clean ingredients is my focus. I have my supplements every single day. My green glow drink with pre and probiotics, digestive enzymes, skin elixir with my vegan collagen, hyaluronic acid, and my greens. Like I'm high maintenance with my supplements for sure. Those are supplements that I sell. Like I'm swear by them. They're amazing, but I also eat very, very clean and just try to live and have an active day to day. And that just makes me feel my best. And I can tell like my body lately, I've been having lattes with regular cow's milk, and just because I kind of wanted to get off the oat milk, it's just cleaner ingredient. And my body lately is a hard no. Like, do not feel good after having a latte. And then if I have a latte or like an Americano or just a coffee made in a different way, it's totally fine. So it's interesting. So my body's like, right now it's like, we hate cow milk. I'm like, okay, noted. So I'll just listen to it, and your body will tell you what works for you, what makes you feel good, what makes you bloated, what makes you feel nauseous, what makes you feel amazing. Like, it's just really listening to it. Clean ingredients, whole foods, and just taking care of your body. It takes you through the world. It lets you do all these amazing things. So yeah, that would be my foodie advice, my meal inspo. It's very all over the shop, whatever I'm vibing with, and we're loving it. With that, you guys, this is getting very long, so I'm going to stop there. Maybe I'll do a part 2 for some more questions because I think we only got through about half of them, but I appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys for being here. You can screenshot, share this on your stories if you found this was helpful with some advice, tips and tricks for your businesses or just your overall wellness. I appreciate you all, and I cannot wait to see you guys on next week's episode. Bye.